share my story.
Thanks, Rhys.
Awesome, Rhys.
Well, it's funny how the Lord changes your plans suddenly. I had this whole thing written down and He's told me to say something different. Well, change it a little bit. So, my story. Wow, where do I start? My sister Georgia and I don't think she's here, but we grew up, I'm going to be pretty honest, we had a pretty good lifestyle. We had a pretty good life as kids. We grew up in a nice house. We had great parents. We still have great parents. Everything was good. And then for me personally, during school, I just want to talk to you about the way we think in that and how the Lord's changed my thinking. So in school, I got bullied quite a lot, like quite bad. I would get pushed into bushes and stuff and get taunted and things like that. And yeah, it was quite horrible for me. So that sort of made me have no self-worth and get quite bad. And then it happened all through primary school and high school. And then just before I turned 17, a pretty big event happened in my life. My auntie Vivian, who was 34 years of age, died of breast cancer, which is quite young, and that was a massive shock to me and my family. And at this time, I had actually started drinking and getting drunk for about a year now with my mates. It was just a lifestyle I got into because of how I got bullied into school. I thought, well, that's the only way to cope with it, and so I got these mates and got drunk with them. And so when my auntie died, that was a pretty big shift in my life, and I started to get quite selfish and not really care about what my family was doing in that because they grieved, and I didn't want to grieve about it, so I went away from my family a bit and didn't really care. Cared about myself more than anything, and so the selfishness grew over the next 3 years, and so did the consumption of alcohol. I got into a pretty bad state mentally that my parents thought it would be a good idea for me to leave and go to Australia. So I went and lived with my auntie and uncle. We were there for 7 months. This helped for a little bit, but it didn't help the situation in my head. Yeah, so I was there, and so I came back after 7 months, and then just after that, on the 16th of May 2012, 2 days before my 20th birthday, me and my mates, we got a phone call that one of my best friends had fallen off a 3-story building in England, and he had died. So that was pretty hard as well. And this was a major pivotal point in my life. For the next year, before I met Carmel, my life was a mess, man. Like, it was absolutely horrible. And I was an alcoholic, and I didn't want to admit it, but I was. I didn't know God, and I had no answers. I was becoming pretty desperate. And then, just after a year later, I met my future wife, my awesome wife. And I'm very grateful that I met the Whiteheads and the whole family. They've helped me so much. And 2 years after my mate had died, I gave my life to the Lord. I remember sitting around Carmel's bed with Paul and Carmel, and Paul led me to the Lord. And,
That's cool.
that was really cool, because I was wondering what was so different about the Whiteheads. Why are they always so happy and cheerful and everything? It's been a roller coaster of a journey, but the Lord has changed my life forever and has changed my perspective on life, and from being bitter and angry all the time to being content and joyful about what He has planned for our lives. He's made a massive change in my life. And He's got me to the point where I can live out the meaning of my name, which my name is Welsh, and it means, my name is Rhys, but it's Welsh. and it means enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So being more enthusiastic about things. And I've just got two verses to share with you. 2 Corinthians 5:17, which Mel shared this morning. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old is gone and the new is come.
Yeah, awesome.
I am a new creation. And also Romans 12:2. It says, "Do not conform any longer to the things of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind."
Yeah, awesome.
And, he has given me a renewed mind and a new way of thinking. So I'm optimistic and enthusiastic about my future.
Yeah.